Marriage is no longer what it used.
We have never expected so much of our romantic relationships as we do today in the West.
It seems like a lot of pressure.
It's an enormous amount of pressure. And with you and me together, we are going to create best friends, romantic partners, lovers, confidants, parents, intellectual eagles,
Business partners,
partners, career coaches, I mean, you name it. And I'm like, seriously? One person for everything? One person instead of a whole village? So that's the first.
We now have such unrealistic expectations.
And with the divorce rate that we have,
What's the rate at right now?
about 50 on first and 65 on second.
65 and second. Wow.
It's not good.
Right.
It's really, it costs a lot of money. It's not good for the health. I mean, it's just like, it's not good for the jobs. It's like.
It's no wonder that divorce rates are so high.
Statistics says about 50% of marriages end in divorce. I don't know how much marriages go on in Asaba, but if it was in Lagos today, Saturday morning, there will be weddings everywhere. This means among the 30, 50, I don't know how many weddings that will happen in Asaba today. Half of those marriages, 50% of them statistically will not work.
When faced with such a crisis, what should we do?
Every guy and girl is in search of their one true love. Growing up, we've been sold a myth of the one and only, our soulmate. We believe we have a spec or type, and consequently we miss out on suitable partners in search of that spec. We spend our lives searching for that one person who is supposed to bring us fulfillment, or so we think. And herein lies our first problem.
We want everything. We want a partner to be an entire community. My best friend, my trusted confidant, my passionate lover, my intellectual equal, my co-parent. And on top of it, I want with you to deal with all the vicissitudes of the everyday life and all of what we need to get to, all of that. And then we should also be passionate, great lovers, fantastic travelers. Exactly.
We have such high expectations from this one person. We somehow expect our spouses to give us something that only God can do. Marriage was not meant to solve all your problems. Marriage is not meant to cure your loneliness. You can't expect a human being to meet all of your needs. Only God can. That is why you need to build a solid relationship with God first before thinking of getting married. A human being can't take the place of God in your life. That person is doomed to fail. And when they do, we break up or divorce thinking that somehow we will find that one individual who will meet the expectations. You will never find such a person. And if we are being real here, you too can't truly satisfy someone. So what does that mean? First, prioritize your relationship with God. This can be through consistent prayer, fellowship, and serving in a Christian community. For more on what else you can do, I wrote an article titled 5 Things Every Single Should Be Doing, which I strongly encourage you to read. The link is in the description. And secondly,
it's both. I think sometimes if you lower your expectations, you're much better off, no doubt. So back to Eli Finkel's research, calibrating expectations is probably one of the 3 main things for what he calls successful relationships.
Wow.
And calibrating doesn't mean you lower your expectations necessarily, but you also diversify them. You don't ask one person to give you what a whole village should actually give you.
Right.
Also, you need to diversify your expectations. By that I mean building other relationships with people besides your spouse. Your spouse remains your priority, but you need other friends, family members, church members, colleagues, and more to bring some balance. You need a community of people around you. We've always lived in communities. We are relational beings and we need such to thrive. Having other people around you will somewhat reduce the burden of expectations on your spouse.
Everybody has a hope for a good marriage, but not everybody puts in the work for a good marriage. Everybody has a hope. People come into marriage or the marriage scene with high expectation but low preparation. They come with what? High expectation but what? Low preparation.
No one marries with the desire to divorce. No one wants a bad marriage. We all have very high expectations. Everyone is dancing and joyful on their wedding days. The problem is that we come with high expectations, yet low preparation. Marriages fail because people don't know what they are getting into.
You understand? There was somebody that sent his pastor message the night of the wedding. That pastor, what's the process for divorce? The night of the wedding night, you don't think exit already because they don't see from wedding to night.
How would you explain that the richest men in the world are getting divorced? These men are incredibly smart, yet they have failed marriages. It's not rocket science. They just weren't prepared. They didn't invest in learning about marriage. They took it for granted. And that is a common mistake we tend to make. You need to invest in learning about marriage. How many books have you read about marriage? How many tapes have you watched? Have you attended any relationship or marriage seminars? You need to invest time to do these things. Learning about marriage will increase your chances of success.
You must have mentors. Nothing is hard in this life. You have somebody to coach you. Mentoring. Don't do anything without mentors. The first thing I did with my wife, the moment she agreed to marry me, I took her to Reverend Sam Adeyemi, took her to Reverend Victor Adeyemi, took her to my pastor, Pastor Abbas Oduwole, and I said, these are my mentors. Feel free to report me at any time. As a man, that's one of the securities you must give your wife or woman. You must let her know you two are submitted to somebody. How do you tell somebody to submit to you when you are not submitted to anybody?
You can greatly increase your chances of success at anything if you have someone guiding you. You don't have to do it alone. To be the best, you need a mentor or a coach. The best athletes have coaches. In fact, they are the best because they have coaches. To be the best at marriage, you need a mentor or a coach to teach you and guide you. When you are in love, there are things you won't see. Therefore, you need a third party who will be objective to show you the red flags that you are overlooking. Counseling is not only for those in a crisis marriage. Rather, counseling helps you to avoid a crisis. Counseling is like servicing a vehicle. If you own a car, you know that you need to regularly service it for it to continue functioning well. If you fail to service it and do routine checks, one day it will stop functioning. It's the same with marriage. You need to do the routine checks, that is counseling and clarity sessions, to maintain a healthy marriage. It's necessary. Most people think of seeing a coach or counselor only when the marriage is at the brink of divorce. Very little can be done at that stage. Don't wait until it's too late. Start getting counseling today. And guess what? You are at the right place at the right time. We happen to offer relationship coaching and counseling for singles and married couples. And the best part is that you can start today for free. Just click the link we've left in the description and sign up for a free coaching session. We are very excited to meet you. Thank you for watching up to this point, and I hope you were enriched by this content. To show your gratitude, please do leave us a like and share this with your friends and family. What was your main takeaway from this video? Let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe for more enriching content on love, marriage, and relationships. And until next time, remain blessed.